Let me paint you a picture. Two teams, both winless, both sitting at the very bottom of Group I with 0 points, both knowing that only one thing could save them: a win. Not just a win, a big one, a statement. And on June 26, 2026, inside a packed Toronto stadium, only one of them showed up, ready to write history. The other one, they left in complete and total humiliation. This was Senegal versus Iraq. And before the second half was even done, this match had already been recorded in the books as the biggest win by an African nation in the history of the FIFA World Cup. 5 goals, 0 conceded, and a performance that sent shock waves through an entire tournament. Let's break this down, moment by moment. Going into this match, the stakes couldn't have been higher. Senegal and Iraq had both lost to France and Norway in their opening 2 games, meaning a top 2 finish in Group I was completely out of the question. But the tournament's expanded format gave them one final lifeline. The 8 best third-place teams across all groups would advance to the round of 32. So Senegal didn't just need a win, they needed goals, as many as possible. The goal difference was going to matter. Iraq, meanwhile, was already a team on the edge. Their coach Graham Arnold had made changes to the starting lineup, trying to find something that worked. But nothing they'd tried had worked in this World Cup, and on this day, it was about to get catastrophically worse. The match was barely 4 minutes old when Senegal drew first blood. Idrissa Gueye drove forward, his shot deflected out for a corner. The ball came in, Abdoulaye Seck got his head on it, the shot was heading in, and Habib Diarra, the Sunderland striker, got the very slightest of touches to turn it past Ahmed Basil. 4 minutes in, 1-0 Senegal, and the Lions of Teranga were roaring. But then came something no one expected. In the 13th minute, Iraq defender Rebin Sulaka, who had only just been brought into the starting 11 for this very game, sprinted back to deny Sadio Mané a clear run on goal. He brought him down, VAR reviewed it, and up went the red card. Iraq were down to 10 men after just 13 minutes. The game had completely changed, or at least it should have. Because here's the thing that makes this story so fascinating. Despite having a man advantage for the remaining 77 minutes of the match, Senegal couldn't score again in the first half. Iraq's goalkeeper Ahmed Basil was absolutely sensational between the sticks, pulling off save after save to keep his team from total collapse before halftime. Iraq dug in. They defended deep. They made Senegal work. And when the halftime whistle blew, it was still 1-0. But what happened in the second half was nothing short of relentless. Minute 56, the dam finally broke. Iraq's Zidane Iqbal lost the ball under pressure from Camara. Camara drove into the penalty area and laid it back perfectly for Ismaila Sarr, Crystal Palace's dynamic winger, who tapped it in with cold-blooded efficiency. 2-0, and for Iraq, the fight was essentially over. But for Senegal, it was only just beginning. Because then, just 3 minutes later, at the 59th minute, Pape Gueye came off the bench, and listen to this, within 89 seconds of stepping onto the pitch, he scored one of the goals of the tournament. He received Sarr's pass near the right corner of the box, dribbled across to his left, and then unfurled a bending, curling, left-footed strike that flew into the top corner. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. The stadium erupted, 3-0. And Pape Gueye had just announced himself in the most dramatic way possible. But he wasn't done. Not even close. Minute 71, Iliman Ndiaye played a bouncing ball into Gueye's path, and he met it with a thunderous half volley that reached a recorded top speed of 132 kilometers per hour. That ball was an absolute bullet. It crashed into the back of the net before Jalal Hassan, Iraq's substitute goalkeeper by this point, could even react. 4-0, and at this point, Graham Arnold could only lean on the dugout and shake his head. His team was being dismantled, goal by goal, in front of the entire world. Sadio Mané, who had been the catalyst for that early red card, rattled the right-hand post with a looping effort at minute 75. Even the woodwork was conspiring against Iraq on this night. And then, at minute 82, Iliman Ndiaye capped it all off himself. He ran 20 yards with purpose, and then smashed a rifle of a shot into the near post from just outside the box. 5-0, game over, history made. Now let's talk numbers, because the numbers from this match are absolutely staggering. Senegal took 28 shots in total. Their expected goals figure was 3.03. Iraq, by comparison, managed just 6 shots across the entire 90 minutes, with an expected goals figure of 0.18. That is the statistical definition of total domination. 3 Senegalese players, Ismaïla Sarr, Pape Gueye, and Iliman Ndiaye, each scored and provided an assist in the same match. The last time any team achieved that at a World Cup? Germany in 2014 in their legendary 7-1 destruction of Brazil, when Toni Kroos, Sami Khedira, and Thomas Müller did the same thing. Senegal's performance on this day belongs in that same elite historic category. Ismaila Sarr's goal made him Senegal's all-time leading scorer at the World Cup, with 4 goals and 5 total goal involvements in this tournament alone. He is only the second Senegalese player to score 3 goals at a single World Cup, alongside the legendary Papa Bouba Diop from the 2002 campaign. Pape Gueye became the second African player ever to score twice as a substitute in a World Cup match, the first being Cameroon's Roger Milla, who did it twice back in 1990, and this 5-0 victory is now officially the biggest victory ever recorded by an African nation in World Cup history. Full stop, no debate. For Iraq, the final story is one of heartbreak. They have now lost all 6 of their matches across their entire World Cup history. They had not been to a World Cup since 1986, 40 years of waiting for this moment, and they returned without a single point, without a single win, and on the wrong end of an historic scoreline. Their qualification journey was reportedly one of the most grueling in Asia, and they gave everything to get here. But the gap between Asian qualification and the World Cup stage proved too wide to bridge. Senegal, on the other hand, are now alive. They sit in 5th place among the best 3rd-place teams with 3 points and a goal difference of +2. A potential round of 32 clash with England in Atlanta on July 1st now awaits them, provided the results elsewhere go their way in the coming days. And after a performance like this, after this kind of ferocious, historic 5-star display, you would be a brave person to bet against them. Because the Lions of Teranga have woken up, and they are hungry.